Hey guys, today we're trying Boundless as requested by Patreon subscriber Daniel A. Leahy. Subscriber. What? How does copyright work? 2014 to 2020. Have they been working on this game for 6 years? Or is it just like the pre-production or like the engine or like, shit, I'll be right back. We're in, we're going. Hey, welcome to Boundless. Thank you, citizen, for joining the great transmigration. Your journey to these untamed worlds will ensure the survival of our people. Colonize these lands as best you can, build a civilization, uncover new resources, and create travel links across the universe. You will start with nothing but your trusty totem. Go forth and uncover the mysteries of the known worlds, and the Urt who came before. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Hello. That's a character. Body type, male, female. You can change the size of your character. And then your color, which is mostly blue. Oh no, oh wow, no, this is... Oh my god, there's 255 options. Why don't I have a selection grid? Oh, no. Don't do that, game developers. Don't make people slowly scroll through 250 options. Definitely, especially when like this is like how quickly they go from like red to like purple to like gray. Like which part of this do I want to look in for certain colors? There should definitely be a grid that just shows all the colors. I'll work with that, I guess. Alright, what do we got? Heads. Head pieces. Alright. This is a hell of a race. I wish you'd look around less. I'm kind of trying to look at all the things. Can't rotate him? Oh. So like I don't really get a good look at what this looks like. You also are probably going to mostly look at these guys from behind, so it'd be useful to know what it looks like from behind. Probably going to look at that profile of them a lot. You can change their eye color, which also has 255 options. Oh. This is why selection grids were invented. I can't spend too long here. Let's go ahead and... What do you mean I can't name a mistake? Mistake? Question mark? Oh no, the question mark just takes away the option altogether. Mistake oh. I thought the red text meant I couldn't do it. Name is in use. Add friends characters. Let's find out if I have any friends. Cool. USA. Home to hard to defeat creatures who can attack first or won't attack first. Huh. On one hand, I'm like hard to defeat. I'm like, that might be get me in trouble. But on the other hand, this one's like they won't attack first at all, which means that there's no violence and no threat. I don't really know what the intent of this game is necessarily, but I'm like, okay, 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 okay. Just there we go. Okay, we're ready. We're ready to go. Colorful. That's a hell of a first visual. I guess it's a first-person game, so I won't be seeing the back of my head that much, unless I press the third-person button that often exists. That's a hell of a first visual just to walk in on. Is that a predetermined texture, or is that a map of gameplay that people have done? Because that grid down there almost looks like people are like mapping off chunks of the map for playable areas, and that looks like one of those Reddits where people get to like customize a banner like 1 pixel at a time. That Chunks of this look like a player space. That's interesting. Sup? Nope, they're mine. A warp augment and a totem. Sup? Sup? Got a totem. Warp conduit. The wild. You cannot alter this restricted area. So right click's probably the destroy button. Okay, so I think they want me to... There we go. Oh, we're putting the warp augment on the totem. There we go. It looks like a gun now. Orbiting above are the known worlds, ready for exploration. Look at the world around you, then hold left click to jettison the warp augment to set you. Wait, like just at the... Oh my god. I mean, I've got to see that, right? Somewhat alarmingly, the planet is rotating as you go. Okay. Open a warp. I mean, we're doing a game preview, so I feel like I should see what people have been making, right? Break blocks to open. Well, that's trippy. Burp, a bump warp. Do I just walk into it? Yep. I discovered a place. Huh, the place I was going to looked really chaotic. This place looks regularish. Am I immediately being attacked? Is that what's about to happen? Are we doing this? Are we doing... No, we're not doing this. He was just there. Or maybe we are doing this. Nope. Nope, nope. That piece of wildlife doesn't give a shit about me. We're fine. Okay. Alright. I recognize this part. Doing one of those things where everyone's like a weird... I don't know. Obviously inspired by Minecraft. But there's some very strange things going on with the visuals. I feel like of the games that have tried to go Minecrafty, almost none of them really recapture the appeal of the aesthetic. Because there's like an incredibly, there's an incredible simplicity to the visuals of Minecraft. But everything goes into like this uncanny valley, if that's, whether that's appropriate or not to call it that. Where they almost always try to be more high detail than Minecraft. Like they have higher detail voxels, or they have higher detail textures. And then you get stuff like this where I'm just like... My first reaction to its visuals is not necessarily immediately positive. This is gonna take me a while, isn't it? I feel bad for leaving part of a tree sitting around, but this tree is taking an unusually long time to destroy. But like, my aesthetic sensibilities don't want to leave part of a tree lying around in Minecraft. But thankfully in that game, trees are just like a vertical stack of like 5 blocks usually. And then all the leaves go away on their own. Yeah, this is time consuming. Alright, let's take a look around. I remember like a decade ago when I was writing for some tiny blog, I expressed that idea about one of the many Minecraft clones, of which I cannot name at this point because I don't remember what it was. Because it tried to go Minecrafty, but it had like higher detail, like ways that the voxels could be split up and all that. And its textures looked photorealistic, at least more so than Minecraft does. And the whole thing was like weirdly off-putting. And so I talked about like this uncanny valley aspect of like how you could apply that idea to Minecraft-like games, and why it's so, at least to me, often very strange to look at games that sort of use the Minecraft aesthetic a little bit, but don't settle for its level of fidelity and want to go higher, and how more sometimes is often less. And then the developer quoted my own article when he was discussing the visuals of his game with audience members or whatnot. So somebody was down here digging away. It's kind of neat to see like the remains of their civilization. Are they an active player who logged out for the night? Did they give up on this game a month ago? Like, who knows? It would help if I knew the release date of this game. Ooh. I might take a tourist's approach to this game a little bit, because it is an online server. And anything I find in the environment will have taken... It's already there. And like, I don't necessarily have to go through the huge process of crafting it. So we might get more mileage out of our limited time if I tour the locales, more so than try to engage with the crafting directly. And that might be more informative to audience members about whether or not they want to engage with this or not. This direction looks more promising. There's a bunch of really tall things, so I'm curious about that. So we've got a snow biome here. Hi. Little shit. Am I winning? I'm moving too much to see his health bar clearly. Oh yeah, I'm winning, like, I'm really winning. Take that. So that was weird, right guys? This entire area was covered in snow, and then over the course of like 1 second it went away. On paper, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. This game has weather, apparently. Like, zones of weather that change over time. But maybe it should be like... I can imagine, like, the way that clouds move overhead. They could have, like, an area that's currently snowy, and it's very slowly drifting across the map. But instead, the area instantly went from completely covered in white to completely green. It looked very strange. Maybe they'll change that over time. I dig the color. But I don't dig... Yeah. There's all these jagged pyramids everywhere that are somewhat painted over with these, like, wobble textures. Make it look more like natural. But I feel like the grass, for example, like a lot of the high detail aspects actively call more attention to the low detail aspects. Like perfectly square tree, but then like, look at all these beautiful leaves. I just lost my belly being full. Now I'm less full. Let me know in the comments what you think about the art style. Because art is... I mean, all art's pretty subjective, but, like, aesthetic can be very difficult to communicate about. Am I being attacked, or is that what water sounds like? What the fuck? I don't want to be in there anymore. What was that? What just fell in the water? There was like a slithering, slurping noise chasing after me, and I was concerned and confused by that. I wonder if I'll encounter another player. It was slightly odd that they're like, do you want to import your characters from your friends list? I wasn't entirely sure what that meant. But one thing that does come to mind is that... Oop, grumpy little town. Oh, that's what I was hearing. Was it? Was there one in the water? I just fought one of you guys. I'm not really feeling it right now. This looks like some kind of monster spawner, doesn't it? Like a farming structure of some kind. What I'm curious about is, like, is there one server that everyone on the entire planet plays on? Whoa, that's a huge mind area. Or is it like No Man's Sky, where you kind of are grouped with like a random selection of the overall number of players? Like No Man's Sky and World of Warcraft both kind of work that way, where they have instances. And so maybe there's a bunch of different servers and I was randomly assigned to one of them. You get a little glimpse at like the different soil types down there. Is that diamond or something? There's a bunch of little exposures everywhere that I'm a little surprised they didn't like clear out on contact. Maybe whoever runs this part really consistently wants to run in like straight lines over and over again. And just wants to mine very consistently, like one layer per day or something. And so they don't necessarily get distracted by things that stand out that like could be useful, or they're just so overflowing with resources they don't need those. I'm looking at these floors and they look pretty empty. Maybe they're just planning for the future, but holy shit, that's a lot of floors, man. And I think those are just like some kind of workbenches. Like they must do something. From the distance I thought they were like pigs or something, like it was a livestock floor, but none of them are moving. I do really kind of want to find new players. Oh, that's interesting. Mouse wheel up and mouse wheel down change your currently selected items. So you can equip 8 different pairs of items. Your left hand and your right hand are joined together. That's kind of nice looking. And a little bit of a monstrosity. In part, it's weird that the normal tree design reveals so many of these. I guess there's something alien going on here where instead of being one single trunk, each of these trees is like a series of different organisms. Not different as in like species, but like a bunch of members of the same species that all like weave around each other like a braid. And that's why there's so many trunks per trunk whenever you look at those things, apparently. This whole area is covered in little bushes you can just walk on. I feel like I'm trapped in a Dr. Seuss hellscape. No. Oh no, those are anti-griefing mechanics that stop you from... Okay. I can do this. I can do this. No. No. You can't play stuff here? Those anti-griefing mechanics, which like make sense, but like you can trap people. Hold E to learn tip. That's one way to put it. I can't. It's a perfect fucking rectangle of fuck me, apparently. Shit. Shit. Alright, well we have a Hearthstone. That's unfortunate. How you doing, buddy? Alright, maybe we'll just pick somewhere else entirely. Can you like spin faster? No? Viscous blood. Distressing. I think I only got one warp stone. No! How could you... No! Wait. Wait, no. Do I need to, like, jump out of the portal? Fuck, the portal takes you right back to where you left off. Well, this preview isn't going super hot, is it? Okay, I'm gonna run. I'm free. Fuck that little square. I just got it at fucking feet. Like, wow, cool trick, bro. Meh. Alright, let's get out of here. My tourism has become more dangerous than initially anticipated. No one could have predicted this outcome. Fuck your foliage. Well, this biome seems annoying to live in. Without convenient staircases, you just get completely trapped. I imagine there's got to be a long-term solution for that. There must be like some sort of unstuck mechanic or like a support team that helps you or something. But obviously in the context of a short little preview video, that kind of problem can be devastating. But I imagine if you're playing this game full-time, you can't just get completely griefed into not being able to play the game anymore. Which is definitely the threat. Like, if you can only... If your Hearthstone mechanic just teleports you back to where you left off anyway, and you don't have any resources to change your warp location, then that could be really devastating. This is some really familiar Minecraft stuff right here. Like the sky bridges, and the staircases to the void. Our primary sense of progress is just my totem vibrating in my hand. Above all else, I'm unlocking achievements left and right. This game definitely has an approach to rendering far things, which is just kind of alias everything. There's definitely some like nearest neighbor stuff going on where it turns the world into a lower resolution version of the world. So it kind of blobs together. What is that? Cephonix America. Rugged metal world, 3 blink secs. What the fuck? Those the players? This is just someone's giant castle. It's surprisingly empty. I think they just wanted to have a cool, tall tower. Oh. Oh, it's mostly empty inside. Fucking illusion shattered. My god, so disappointed. 0 out of 10. This is very much a work in progress. So that guy's mining underneath and using the resources he mines to then craft the floors one by one. But right now he just has the outline of each floor. So from the outside it looks very impressive. But when you get to the inside, you just see that it's completely empty. I wonder if they have super speed. Like kind of any mechanics that make them go faster. Getting around using this is time consuming. I'm just wondering what are they planning? What's underground look like? Man, I'm getting to see way more than I would if I was trying to just do everything myself right now. This is efficient. Ah, this cave's also exposed to the outside. That's really trippy looking. Whoa. It's just a black void. and then just this like this heavy like soft focus, hyper colorful, bloomy sort of window of a world in the distance. Why do I suddenly feel like I'm playing the beginner's guide? Something really surreal happened. What's going on here? That's ew. That's really ugly. I don't like how this game renders the earth. It's like these are sedimentary layers, that's why they're horizontal, but these are suggesting like almost basalt columns, like they're vertical columns of rock. But then you have this like silty layer that's cracking. Then you have whatever the fuck these are. They look like various levels of like fan-made spray painted on textures, like they don't fit together at all. And them being next to each other makes them even more ugly. Then there's a cobblestone layer, and like none of them fit together, like even a little bit. Is that a computer chip? There's fossils. Yeah, I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt and let it see if it grows on me, but no. 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 God, that's really ugly. It's really ugly. It's really, really, really ugly. I don't like it. I don't like what the underground looks like in this game. You might eventually sell me on the brightly colored alien Dr. Seuss plants and whatnot, but like the underground is really unappealing. Like really, really, really unappealing. Like they have a really nice aesthetic for the underground areas in Minecraft. And this might be one of the most off-putting takes on that I've seen. Hopefully I can find my way out. And it'd be really nice if, for the purpose of this video, if I had like dev tool, some kind of cheat where I could just keep teleporting around the globe and just keep teleporting to different like civilization spots and check them all out one by one. Is that water? Oh no. Ah. Yeah, we're kind of getting a face full of that, like, uncanny valley thing I was talking about. Whether or not that's the accurate thing to call it, it's probably not. It's just it was just a way I was applying the idea. It gets dark in this game. Holy crap. I kind of like it. I kind of like that aspect of it. Like, it's really surreal how real... Like, this water is so... Ooh, water music. The water has a really detailed texture to it, but it's still acting like Minecraft water, so it just looks really strange. I may not have unanimous support with me on this one though, because I know that there's people who play Minecraft with a lot of visual mods to try to make it look quote-unquote better, and almost every one of those I've ever seen has made Minecraft uglier and shittier, in my opinion. But I don't know how many people agree, because obviously the people keep using those. Just the two of us. Now I want to go over there. It looks like a giant glowing city. I thought I was jumping into like the most populated area of the entire planet, basically, but it seems like perhaps all the stuff I was seeing on the horizon is just really spaced out. More so than expected. That stuff looks trippy. Let's see someone who built something a little prettier. Using the confines of what they've got and the resources they've gathered to make it pretty. SNS the hub. SNS shenanigans. That's nice. Ah, you can make some detailed little things. These window framings and everything. Hello. Yeah, if you take this in a vacuum, they're using the low poly aesthetic that's higher poly than Minecraft, and they're using every piece of that to make something pretty cool. Like, this is pretty neat. if I just saw this area without the context of all the stuff around it, it looks pretty nice. That's a thing. T1 planets, basic materials only. T3 and up have refined materials. Is this a museum? T1 Imoko, T1 Zia Nedka. Is this made by the developers or a player? It almost looks like a tutorial area or something. It's some kind of exhibit. Nah, this is a player. Because they're collecting these. Are these like all different variations of the biomes? Dude, this place is fucking cool. Look at this ramp. With like little corner pieces and everything. This person put these people probably put in some work. That's what I thought. I didn't want to destroy everything, but I was curious. I realized I should test periodically, like how much can you do that? There's some kind of glowstone style block. There's like a nice consistent aesthetic with the spacing until there's not. I'm curious about that. Okay, this person's putting time into this game. Holy crap. This person made a museum. The refined blocks, deco rocks. My god. I can't tell if if I feel like I'm intruding or if I'm showing a thing that somebody wants to be shown. Like maybe they'll be like neat if they find out that this is like in a video and like maybe like 500 to 1,000 people are gonna get to see it. Talk about a fucking showcase for this game and a let's try. Alright, well, there's definitely a wide variety of things in this game. And you can definitely make pretty structures, because this place looks really nice inside and out. Gems for days. Those gems somehow have a second floating gem with them. I'm not sure what that means. Extractables. Organs. Only some of them, though, but those are organs. That's distressing. Eyeballs. They're just straight up categorizing every aspect of the game. What a stark and direct, like, contrast to the place I was just looking at, huh? Bunch of different tools. This is a find. And what are all these things? Like a refinery owned by Make 7. Advanced centriforge power coil. Compactor power coil. Extractor power coils. I wonder if they're in operation right now, or if they're just kind of idly waiting for their player to come back and demand things of them again. There's a second floor! Twisted Woods. That's it, though. It's just one more floor, and it's just mostly igneous stone. I can't look at the blocks independently, though, to see what they are. See if the naming makes sense or anything. Metamorphic stone. Sedimentary stone. Those are the main categories, yep. Igneous rock, wait. Metamorphic rock, sedimentary rock. Rock and stone feels like a slightly strange distinction to draw. I'm somewhat curious how they're defining the divide. I think that's the core of what's in here. Sup? What? What? They're like map globes of the planet we're on or something? Or different planets? Those are different planets. So this game, so I guess this game is all one giant world technically. Although in concept, I guess you could argue that each of these worlds is a different server. It's just that you can see the other servers, or at least some servers. This is just the creepy dark corner. You can see some of the servers from the perspective of your server, like on the horizon, and like hop from one to the other like in No Man's Sky. But, like it's not exactly loading the whole server. Probably it's showing you like a crunched map of it that you can teleport to, and then it will like load that server and so on. That is definitely the most interesting part of this game. This person has a fucking museum of planets that I presume they can like just pluck one of these off the shelf and like visit that part of the planet. Like I assume that's what's going on here, is like over there's their museum where they collect things, and then here's their like planet hopping museum that's like the fucking marbles at the end of Men in Black, where it just has all the galaxies collected in your hand. And that is one of the coolest ideas. Guild control? SNS shenanigans. Join guild. Huh. Membership 2 out of 100. There are 2 people in this guild, apparently. Bunch of prestige points. There are 2 players in this guild. I am just intruding into somebody's life right now. Sup. Oh, am I back in the same... Ah, I'm back in the same building. Gleam! Exclamation point. This place is trippy. So I guess this was just the other side of the same room. There's just 2 entrances in here. Ah! I don't know how E did that, but okay. Well, this is fascinating. It's a nice house. You did good, SNS shenanigans. And Take 7, I think was one of their names, or Make 7. You did good. I don't know if this will be a controversial episode, or if this is a great idea. The part where I basically don't play. I did this before once with I think it was called Atlas. It was like I think it was from the people that made Rust, or that dinosaur game that was like Rust. I don't remember which one of them it was, but the one of them made like a pirate game, and another open world one. That looks dangerous. And I was like, this place is going to be massive, and I'll never get anywhere in the span of a let's try, so let's just explore a bit. And that's all I did for the whole video. Just did a tour. It's a cool tower with skull doors. I don't know if you can get anywhere inside of it. The floor is gone. Look at the floating castle over there. Like, I can spend a half an hour bashing a few rocks together and reading tutorials and trying to figure out how to... Ooh. I am starving. Uh-oh. I may need to engage with the game's mechanics soon. Or just die and respawn, I guess. Like, what are the consequences? This place is nice, too. People have a nice, like, idea of what to do with the aesthetics. I think I just dropped that. Those are probably shit. Let's see. Eat regularly to not die. How do I eat? Sap? Left click, right click, E, F. Can you eat sap? I've toured for too long, and I have failed to adequately sate myself. And now I go into the great beyond. Quick, we must sprint to the cool castle before I die. I will not make it. I can't figure out how to eat. Either I can't figure out how to eat things, or you can't eat sap. Both of them are very valid possibilities. But I have under-engaged with the survival mechanics, and now I will suffer the consequences. Ah, it's getting creepier. Oh, that was dramatic. New citizen defeat. New citizens have little to fear from defeat. During their moments in the known worlds, when a new citizen suffers defeat, they are able to respawn in the sanctum without XP debt. XP debt? Oh. So I can just walk right back in. It's not a big deal. Return here. Just bring me back right here. What? Oh, I was over there-ish? Okay. I was like, where'd you put me? Back to our tour. I'm unstarved. Attempted boat building area. Please look away. Caution. This is Garbos. Don't look at it. This is nice, though. Is the boat gonna move? Or is it just like... I mean, I built a dock and a boat in my Minecraft world, so... Like, I get it if you're just making a boat that doesn't move. Press... Oh, you can report the signs. If people do some nasty. The museums seem pretty common. This person's taking advantage of the fact that the game's heavy on the brightness and the bloom, and they made this like pretty beautiful like stained glass sort of area. It looks like the Dark Crystal like Skeksis castle after everything happens, and it all goes crumbling away. That's a museum. That's interesting. That's just a bag of seeds. I thought it was a bag of gold. Everything's glass here. This person has their aesthetic. That's neat. What are these? Crafting table. So if it's just a crafting table, why did that guy make 500 of them on that one floor? Maybe just had like no use for wood because he was making everything out of stone. Look at the lengths they're going through to make this look nice. The actual structures people are building are selling this game on me more than the natural world does. The natural world is kind of unappealing in this game. God damn. Oh no. Aww. This stone looks so good when it faces the right way, but I don't think they can rotate it, so half the time it faces the wrong way and looks less good. Look at these patterns they got going on here. These like weird interwoven like growths of stone. I'm just having a nice chill hour. Oh god. Oh, this is like a battle zone, isn't it? They put a dark ceiling over it to spawn enemies in the darkness periodically. Oh, that's how it usually works in like Minecraft. So I think that seems like that'd be the plan. That's trippy. They're trying to spit at me. How rude. Whoop! This is just a straight up volcano. The volcano has fared well, better art-wise than some of the other aspects. I'm risking fate here, or tempting fate here a bit. Although I don't know how... Yes. The answer is yes. Okay. I was about to say, I don't know how dangerous the... I don't know how dangerous the lava really is in this universe, and the answer is very yes. It's very, very, very... My god. I didn't even see a damage notification, I just slightly touched lava and... Goodbye. Ooh. Do not have permissions with this beacon. This is a beacon, apparently. Look at this glowy hallway. Dude, players know how to make something of this world. Still running around my viscous blood. Let's switch back out of that. Whoa. Are y'all making art here? Look at this. They made a Stussy. Just like this crystal barf. Like a fountain frozen in time. There's a Zen garden down here. Dude. Like, this is just good work if this is all player created. How nice it looks. Is that a dragon? And a sword? At first I thought they blew their fire and like exploded this area, but now it looks like maybe this is the sword that can defeat the dragon. Are you worthy to pull the sword, Excalibur, from the stone and become the king of the lands? What if it kills me? I don't think it's interactive. What if I try to pull it and it just kills me? Yeah, there's a dragon. Dude, players are really fucking creative when they have the chance. Oh, this is its tail going around. I was wondering what that visual was. It just has a very long tail. Pirate ship. What? What am I looking at here? Alright, well that's morbid. Why are they all stabbed to death, and why is this the Rainbow Boy? Trophies or sculptures? This game seems like a lot. There's a lot I don't have context for. Look at that. Oh, there's a bunch of holes in it, though. Looks better from afar, perhaps? Which might be why it looks like you can't get in it. There's no ramp to let you on. Probably a work in progress. But good visual from a distance. We get closer and there's a bunch of holes. Maybe the holes are intentional because there's holes in the sail. And those are almost certainly intentional. Maybe the holes are even how you would get in. C to descend. No. Oh, space. What? Space to ascend. I kept pressing shift for some reason. There we go. Good work, gamers. Campus Bigio. I'm a little sad I've never seen a person, though. Whoa. Well, they give you some options, don't they, for the visuals? Who knows how you even, like, set that up? These floating crystals, floating rocks that spew water out of them. And as an aesthetic underwater maze. This is the kind of shit that I would totally do in Minecraft back when I had a lot more time to just play it all the time. I remember making an inverted pyramid that looked over a village, and under that village was an entire sewer system, and the floor of that sewer system between all the water like paths was made entirely of like it was like 3 different rock materials that were always placed in Tetris block shapes. I'd place them in Tetris blocks shapes, like the T and the L and so on, and so it'd be like kind of random chaos, but also order. Like it wasn't a repeating pattern, but it had a system to it. It's a donation area. I guess you can have these kinds of mechanics because you're able to, like, give things, but it can't be taken because then it'd be griefing. What? This one keeps... I guess this one contains a bunch of different things. Some kind of technology. Spider? Unsure if alive or not. Stars hollow. It tells you the current coordinates. Free. I do custom forging. Leave PM and mailbox outside. What's in the box? Custom forging. Can you pay for these? There's a warp augment. Is there a system for paying for things at a store when they're not there? If I don't have it, leave message for the custom orders. This is just a store. This is just a straight up, like, this is a real merchant. What do you buy in? Contact me if you want this portal. Aquatopian Embassy. Ooh. Hello. Alright. Time is now. All is lost, forever gone. Oh my goodness. I think someone's talking to me. World. All. Any guilds out there for a noob? Why the PS portal closed? I think they're trying to explain. I think they just ran into that portal, but it was closed, and they're trying to ask why. But I don't know what's happening. I'm just looking at all this beautiful stuff. And the weird nonsense going on around here. I'm sorry, sir. I cannot provide you with answers. Did I just do it? Did I just go to a new planet? New players go there. Event artist Larky. They have event artists. Aquatopian Embassy Portal Hub. What the fuck? What the fuck? They made like a civilization. This is nuts. So, a little bit about my Minecraft background. I've only played Minecraft either alone or with a handful of friends. Oh, there's a Discord server. I guess if somebody wants to notify somebody that this video exists, you have a way. Like, I've only ever played Minecraft at most, with a server of like 8 friends for like a few months for a bit and just kind of hang out. I have never been a part of the online ecosystem of any kind of open world crafting thing. So I don't know how typical or atypical what I'm seeing is, but god damn, this stuff is a lot. I love this detail of an event artist, which sounds like they periodically replace the central structure, the central sculpture here, like maybe on a monthly basis or something, and a different artist volunteers to make it this time. And like, this is a really cool centerpiece. What a neat detail. Aquatopian Embassy. There's a lot of opportunities to fall down. Mow dirt. Come here for mow dirt. You got some dirt. Do you need mow dirt? Got mow dirt over here. That's an interesting approach. So there's an entire subterranean mall down here, and there's a bunch of holes for you to just kind of drop in where you want to drop in. This is fascinating. I guess my behavior shouldn't be that surprising, because one of my appeals, one of the things that I find appealing when I play various games is just exploring the stuff that's handcrafted. And this is like an infinite version of that. Like, people try to create infinite content via procedural generation, but that just makes everything feel repeated and unspecial and dumb. But one way to get infinite content is just to have this endless like ecosystem of players, like this weird snowman lunch party that's happening here. TBD. Like, they have the beginnings of a thing here, but not quite. Is that the owner just staring down at us creepily? My god, I did not understand what I was teleporting into. This is so much more than the last place I was in. There's a rainbow house. No! You can't go in. Oh! Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. I do wonder how many people do this. If am I just deranged or what? At some point when you have access to these kinds of infinite spaces, how many people just go into walking simulator mode and just like become a voyeur for all the shit that's just there? As opposed to necessarily actively building on their own. A ship and a cottage. It's like a necessity of this world. Everyone has this... Yeah, I can't go in there. Everyone inevitably has, like, this basement that goes into a creepy staircase, because it's just, like, an aspect of this world is the mining. So everyone finds a way to work that into their home. You can always... It's always funny, because when you see it, it looks like you're walking in on, like, their creepy ritual sacrifice chamber in the basement. A few of them even seem to light it and like decorate it like it's a portal to hell. Like, that doesn't look like a good thing. Here's a torch overlooking a weird ramp that's lit in red going to a gated door. Like, oh yeah, there's probably good things happening down there. There's probably all good things down there. Whoa. Like a billboard? Come on in. Whoa. Oh. How do that door be? You can't make that in game, can you? Like that would be so much freedom. I assume that that's just a door they found on a temple somewhere. Hello friends, I am going back into hibernation. I'll be back to finish at below grade part at some point. This player's on vacation, I guess. Like, hey, taking a break, maybe burnout from all the stuff they were doing. Look at that nice door. This stuff is the stuff that's slightly weird to look at. The weird exposed trunk stuff. This is mostly a staircase. This staircase consumes space greedily. Oh, there's still more. Their staircases just got less greedy. Nope, they're back. Do they just want to, like, make it look different for a bit? Because the tower clearly, like, bent and changed direction and did some strange things on the way up. So I'm wondering if stuff like this was part of that. Yep. There's like a pattern to the staircase. Where it goes like a couple floors up one way, then it goes up in a different way. I'm about to starve again. I think this will be my last thing I look at. We're about an hour in. I don't see any more staircases. This might be the top-ish. Something down there. Is it a different mall from the one I saw before, or like a factory? What's on top of that? On top of that building, I think of like, do androids dream of electric sheep? People would have animals on their roofs of their houses. It was like a status symbol. This place just keeps going. Hip. We are dead. Stretch. Alright guys, well this game has been Boundless. If you'd like to check this game out for yourself, there is a link in the description to the Steam page. Thank you to the developers for sending me a code so I can preview their game. Thanks for watching like always guys, and I'll see you next time.